Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Jesus TV. My return subscribers, you all know I cannot start this video without saying thank you so much for always coming around, for sticking with me, for always listening to my gist, for your wonderful comments. I really appreciate you all. And you viewers, you're welcome. Please make yourselves comfortable. This is an interactive channel where everybody gets to say their opinion. My own is to bring gist to you people, and of course that is my job. Okay guys, so I heard that Olori Ashley, that it has been confirmed allegedly that she used jazz to hold down the king. And you all know that out of the 5 wives of the Ooni of Ife, Olori Mariam, Olori Toby, Olori Ashley, Olori Elizabeth, Olori Temitope, and Olori Ronke, they are 6, right? Yes. That they said the king that the king married 2 out of love, and the other 3 are before. Ronke, Mariam, and Temitope, and Olori Elizabeth was because, yes, they are 6 wives, but because they have something to offer to the king. And I was just wondering. And yes, they went ahead to back up their claims, allegedly, that Olori Mariam got a mall for the king, built a mall for the king. That was before the king now expanded. She built the mall inside the Ojaja estate, which the king finally completed, added other things, other buildings, other establishments inside and all that. And which really got Olori Mariam's friend angry, that she had to come out on social media to, the voice note that she sent to the king leaked online. So secondly, Oloronke, I don't know what she had to offer to the king, but she's been doing a lot. Allegedly, Olori Elizabeth and Olori Temitope are the ones I don't really know what they said they offered to the king or what they had to bring to the table. But you see, Olori Toby, they said they've been dating for a very long time. Of course, she doesn't even really have money like that, as in she doesn't have anything to offer to the king. Just that the king loves her. And of course, when the names of the women in Ooni of Ife's life were presented to the Ifa priest, she was lucky enough that she was selected. Of course, you all know that Olori Ashley has been living in the palace for a very long time. Like, she knows the in and out, the everywhere in the palace. She's been there. She practically stays in the palace like Ooni of Ife's sister. Like, even Ooni of Ife's sisters love her. Like, she's been there for a very long time. So, for me, I would say it's love. They've been loving for a very long time, but they said it's jazz. Allegedly, that she used the jazz to manipulate Olori Naomi then, and chase her out of the palace without her knowing that she's been manipulated. And that is the reason till date they are no longer friends, because they used to be close, not that close, but they used to be friends when Queen Naomi was still in the palace. Olori Ashley used to teach her. The king brought her to help Queen Naomi to know most of the traditions and cultures, things that she needs to know as the Yellow of Ile-Ife. That is the reason why today most of Queen Naomi's fans whenever they hear Olori Ashley, what comes to their mind is that one that helped chase Queen Naomi out of the palace so that she can live the lifestyle Queen Naomi was living. Now, they also said that she couldn't get to see herself take the title Yeruwa of Ife, because that title was meant for only Queen Naomi and cannot be given to another. Of course, Olori Ashley has gotten her own title. I will look for. I saw it the other time. She always put it on all her posts, but I didn't get it. Don't worry, I'll bring the title name so you people can be calling her by her title, not Yellow of Ile-Ife. Of course, you all know that Olori Mariam is the first wife, no doubt. I don't know why most people actually thinks that Olori Ashley has been made the first wife just because she knows the rituals that they perform in the palace. She knows the rituals, the culture, and all that. Well, um, I'm not really surprised that the king was going to marry her. I mean, she's been in that space for a very long time. And just like she said, their marriage has been ordained from the other realm, from the spiritual realm, like before they even became children. And there's no doubt about that, because they both seem compatible, like, yes. If you notice, the king is more free with Olori Ashley to his other Oloris. I don't know if the other Oloris are shy in public, but I mean, Olori Ashley is always herself in public, and the king is, so free with her and all that. So this aspect of Jazz, I don't really know, because I mean, I don't know if anybody can actually use Jazz to hold down the king. I mean, this is a king, a first class king we're talking about, and you know that he is well protected from the gods to, from the ancestors of the land to, nobody can actually harm him or make him do what he doesn't want to do. Do you understand? So, like, I laugh at that. If you say, oh, seduced, fine, that one is okay, is humanly. But if you say something like Jazz and all that, I don't think that is possible. But just feel like the king married Olori Ashley because he loves her. And yes, and because of the way she treats him. I mean, have you ever listened to her praise the king? You want to sleep there, because, like, she does that effortlessly, and everybody around, everybody in the palace, everybody knows her for that. So, but for the other Oloris, they've been shouting Jazz, 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 Jazz. Olori Marian Jazz, use Jazz to chase. I don't even know why Olori Marian is carrying, I keep saying it in all my videos, I don't know why she's carrying all the blames on her head, because come to think of it, she was introduced to the king by her friend. Do you understand? Like, and none of the circulating pictures has ever shown that she was once in the palace during when Queen Naomi was still married to the king. You get? When Queen Naomi was still married, very, very much married to the king. So, like, no one picture of her. But we've all seen Olori Ronke, we've all seen Olori Toby, we've all seen Olori Ashley. Of course, that one is not hidden. She going way for the palace, like, she's always been there. So, and people kept on coming, like, they kept on coming for her, and they keep coming for her as well. Like, so if and Olori Miriam proved herself worthy to be a queen, and Olori, she outdid herself, the reason why the king chose her to be the first. And she knows people. I mean, she's well connected, you get, so it is obvious the king chose her for her personality. So I don't see Charles flying in this palace, because everybody is guarded. The king himself is guarded. Do you understand? So they didn't go there to play, but it's just that nobody can actually harm anybody. They are all living. Although actually is very, very spiritual. She's very, very spiritual, but she cannot use it on the king. You get? So, but all these gist that are just coming out from here, from there, and there's, I just trying to wrap my head around all these ones. And the truth still remains that our own Queen Naomi left the palace because of, from what we're hearing, because of should I say infidelity? How do I put it in English that it will not harm anybody? Allegedly, Olori Queen Naomi left the palace because of the women flocking around the king, which she couldn't stand it. And yes, as a woman, if you love your man so much, you'll be jealous of you. At the time, you tell yourself you cannot. Yes, you will withstand it. Yes, you can handle this, you can handle that, you can handle, at the time you cannot. You just leave. You understand? So many women were coming for the king. Of course, he's a handsome king, very intelligent. He has his money. What else are you what are you talking about? So a lot of women were always coming to the palace, not just to visit the palace, but to see if they to try their luck. You get? So and Queen Naomi couldn't stand it and she left. But up to date, she has not really said what her eyes, what her ears saw in the palace. Let's not use eyes, because she has not really said anything, but she has seen a lot. She didn't say anything, but people are saying it for on her behalf, because the news are just everywhere, because there are people that lives in the palace, there are guards, there are servants in the palace maids. Of course, the gist is always out. Do you understand? So but it is true that Olori Ashley was always in the space, always there in the palace, always around the king. Yes, but until Queen Naomi says something, nobody can actually say what actually happened. But they've all put that in behind them and they're off, move ahead. Thankfully now, the truth of the matter is, let's be truthful, the Oloris now are the wives of the king. They are now wives. Why the Queen Naomi? Because she has refused to come back to the palace, which you all know, and her reasons for doing that, and it is always valid, because I won't go back to where there are so many women and I don't want to be in that space. Yes, it is her decision. Not like it's bad to be in the space. It's anybody's decision. They are all adults, but it is her decision and must be respected. So now, I just look at her as the side chick. And being a side chick is always sweeter. I mean, it has this flavor in it. Like, I don't know, there's this sweetness that comes with it. I've never experienced it, but I'm just saying. So, like if they are saying that, oh, the other Oloris, they are not happy that the king is showing Queen Naomi attention, like showing Prince Tade attention, like always in Queen Naomi's, they are always together and all that. He's always going to visit Prince Tade. It's okay. I mean, this life, what goes around comes around. And so if you're ready, just know that with your common sense, you already know what is going to happen, and just tell yourself whether you're prepared or not prepared. Anyways, we're still hoping and we're still listening, but I don't feel like Olori Ashley can actually use jazz to hold down the king. It's not possible. The king is a spiritual man. If to sit on that throne is not for the weak, and to even be the wife of the king is not for the fainted hearts. So we all already know the truth. Yes, and if we speak it, it will set us free. Thank you so very much for always coming around, for listening to my gists, for your wonderful comments in the comment section, in the wonderful comment section. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos, and don't forget to comment nicely. Have a nice day. Bye.